Before we start our cooking video, let's talk a little bit about kimchi. Kimchi is a way of preserving seasonal vegetables and fruit by salting and fermenting them. The first records of kimchi go back in the times of Three Kingdoms. At that time, people were using whatever was local to Korea. Baechu-kimchi didn't become the primary kimchi of Korea before end of 19th century, beginning of 20th century. Truth is that there are over 180 different types of kimchi. All of them are pretty delicious and good for your body. So, why don't we try to explore something different today?
Let's first make some 양배추 캣닙 kimchi. Make your salty water by mixing 2 liters of water and 1 cup of sea salt. Put it on the side and start cutting your cabbage. You can cut in half or in quarter and just separate the leaves and put them in a bowl. Soak your leaves in a salty water for around 4 hours or till the leaves become more tender. Cut the stems from your sesame leaves because you don't really need them, and wash them with some cold water and drain them. While you're waiting for your cabbage to marinate, you can cut all the onion, ginger and garlic and put them in the blender. You can add a little bit of pear, that's optional. Add your meshil, vinegar and water. And just blend them. If you want, you can sift the kimchi water to separate the bigger particles, or you can use it as it is. It's up to your preference. When your cabbage is marinated enough and more tender, you can wash it. And you can start putting your sesame leaves between the cabbage leaves. When you finish organizing your leaves, just put in a container and pour your delicious kimchi juice. Cover up so all your leaves stay under the water and let it ferment for around 2 weeks. Now, let's make some Baechu-kimchi or white kimchi. White kimchi is good for kids or people with sensitive stomach. Cut your cabbage. Rinse it under cold water so it will be more easy to separate the leaves. Sprinkle the salt between the leaves, mainly focusing on the more thicker part of the leaf. Make your salty water and marinate for around 2-3 hours. Mix your rice flour and water and cook till it becomes like porridge. let it cool down. Cut all the vegetables for the kimchi filling. And add salted shrimp sauce. Shrimp sauce actually helps the kimchi to stay fresh and clean for a longer time. Add the chilled porridge. Mix everything together and put it on the side. Prepare all the ingredients for kimchi brine and put them in a blender. If you want to make a vegan version of the kimchi, you can just substitute the fish sauce with salt. And blend. Strain your kimchi brine, but try to squeeze as good as possible all the delicious juice out of it. Your cabbage should be able to bend without getting broken. Rinse it lightly under cold water. And after it drains a little bit, you can start putting the filling between all the leaves. Take your time. In the beginning, it's much slower than you want, but with time you will get faster. Put the stuffed cabbage in a container, and when you're finished with all of it, pour the kimchi brine on top. Let it ferment in room temperature for a day and then put in the fridge for around 2 weeks. And now, one very easy and fast recipe: white kimchi noodles. You can add any kind of vegetable you like. You can fry your egg or you can boil it. It's up to you. You can follow my exact recipe or improvise. The actual fundamental ingredients are the kimchi soup, the kimchi itself, and the noodles. You can even change up the noodles as long as they are suitable for being consumed chilled in a cold soup. For example, I tried this dish with naengmyeon noodles. As long as you have very tasty white kimchi, you can succeed in making a very fast and delicious, refreshing noodles. If you're from a country that is not used to consuming cold soup or cold noodle soup, still give it a try and let me know what you think. It is really delicious and refreshing dish, and it takes like maximum 10 minutes to make. I picked this combination of ingredients mainly because of their bright and festive colors. They'll give you really sunny feeling. They look pretty cool, especially for a photo or a video. But the truth is, even if it's only the kimchi juice, the noodles and the kimchi, it's still pretty delicious. We're almost done. We just need to add our chilled kimchi soup You can actually add ice cubes if you want. And there you go. Baechu-kimchi guksu. Okay, it's time to try. Mix it up. It is really refreshing. If you give it a try, please let me know what you think about this recipe and what kind of vegetables did you use for it. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed.